What here, first off, after watching Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, here's a spoiler alert. You know, in that ending, just after the credits, when the man has married the woman, forgotten their names, but a character that was killed off, or seemingly killed off, by the very end of the film, after being revealed to be a zombie that was not completely turned, because the zombies of this universe are not completely turned till they consume a human brain, and this guy has not consumed any human brains, but has already fought back against somebody they were just working for, saying how these human-like zombies that live next door, they could be our allies. Maybe we should make a peace treaty, secretly hiding the fact how they are actually one of the human zombie people. They are one of the human zombies. Then the woman says, that's very stupid. This building the guy's hatred up long enough till the very end of the film, when the guy puts brains right through, tries to cause a zombie infection of the zombies by affecting them with brains, till they eventually revolt and try to storm the manor place the characters were at. And the guy wasn't actually dead, but was actually quote-unquote alive, and had a wooden thing for an arm, and they were storming upon their horse. This made me think. Here you have the main protagonist, the woman. They have just married the secondary protagonist, the man. But Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, that's basically based off the Halloween-themed types of decorations, where it's like a Victorian England but zombies. Obviously, haven't actually read the book. However, that ending might actually be the cause of the Victorian zombies. Here's my reasoning. Maybe after storming the gate, this main protagonist, which the film has been revolving through, actually doesn't make it out and gets turned zombie. Gets turned zombie by the evil guy. They were not actually evil in the actual beginning. However, they've been made by the film as the antagonist person. So maybe this guy actually bites the main protagonist, maybe the main protagonist's husband. Or maybe they actually make it out alive, and the rest of England has been corrupted by a further version of the zombie plague, meaning all of these Halloween decorations that are basically Victorian England, but zombies. Well, that's a verb, but regardless. Victorian England, but zombies. That could actually be set after Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. That's my theory, but never mind. The second thing, just watched Angry Birds 1 and Angry Birds 2. The first one, that court judge was a bastard, and the film really makes you appreciate the main protagonist. They're a very relatable person, and you really grow a hatred of all of that bird civilization. But you don't really hate them when that bird Red is actually saving bird civilization from the pigs, as the bird civilization realises their mistake. So you grow a hatred of bird society and an appreciation for the main protagonist, and then you don't really mind bird society when they admitted how they were wrong and this main protagonist Red was actually correct and justified. There was also a great ending, or almost a great ending, as here's a spoiler alert, main protagonist Red, or whatever they're called, fights the king pig over an egg, and they pretend the the pig king has actually won, so they could trick the pig king as to let down a bit of their guard, and then after tricking the pig king guy, Red won. But come Angry Birds 2, there was a blatant moral message of you shouldn't ever do things by all alone. You should always be accompanied by your friends, or you should always admit when you need help, assistance, having to do a thing. And this film pushes that moral message very high, very hard, very fast, and very bad. But primarily it's about a thing that is called a toxic relationship, and a toxic relationship is a thing made up or by the millennials, because the millennials are fucking retarded. The film pushes the idea that you should always let go of the person you loved after they've left you or something, or the film just hates the idea of men being free of something. So Angry Birds 2, Angry Birds 1, that's pro-indignation and anti-society until society realises its mistake, then pro-society after society has realised its mistakes, but basically pro-indignation. Everything's fine, everything's fantastic, and then comes the second film, that's a message of a quote-unquote toxic relationship and other things made up by the millennial scum. Because the millennials are fucking retarded. Just like my brain, because my brain won't grow up and let me enunciate the word millennial. The millennials are fucking retarded. That is Angry Birds 1 and Angry Birds 2, completely explained as much as I could in this little short few minutes. But here is the... oh shit, 7 minutes. Here's the main topic for this video. There's none, just wanted to add a little something. But just so I have a topic so this video could be titled Britain's energy is fucked. Britain is very small, and Britain does not have a lot of area for things like... This will actually require a lot more amount of research, so I'm going to have to go for a different... the Angry Birds could be the main title for this video. How Angry Birds was bad. How Angry Birds was pitiful. Oh, speaking of pitiful, MatPat and Rick and Morty. Two things are fucking retarded, especially when MatPat reviews Rick and Morty. Either because of the moral message of Rick and Morty being bad and MatPat somehow appreciating the message, or any number of things. MatPat's bad and Rick and Morty is bad. Is Angry Birds overrated? Because Angry Birds was one of those video game films that people thought would be bad, but was actually not as bad. That's a video thing over. Please like, comment, subscribe, write down something in the YouTube comment section.